Time to get comfortable, ladies and gentlemen. It's 10 o'clock. Time for your local L.S.D. news, starring Nacho Cabacho, Mario Hilario, weather with Fahrenheit, your sportscaster Dominic Dizzo, and on-the-field reporter Luke Warmwater. It's time for L.S.D. News! Good evening, everyone, and thank you for joining us here on Channel 47 for the Local Santo Domingo News at 10. I'm Mario Hilario.
And I'm Nacho Cabacho. First of all, we'd like to say,
Happy birthday, Dominican Republic! Woo! Today, February 27th, is our country's great Independence Day. To honor our grand history, we've compiled a short slideshow that captures the culture and history of our grand nation.
what a great country we live in. Now, tonight's top story. New details are emerging after the shipwreck that occurred off the coast of Nagua earlier this month. It has been reported that 56 local Dominicans are dead after trying to flee the country on a small boat called a Yola. Approximately 70 passengers were en route for Puerto Rico and were said to be smuggled immigrants. There were, however, 14 reported survivors, and our very own Channel 47 reporter, Luke Warmwater, has a story with one of the survivors. Luke?
Hello, I'm here with Alfonso Esteban, one of the 14 survivors of this terrible shipwrecked tragedy. So tell me, Alfonso, what happened?
Well, you see, me and some of my friends wanted to go on a vacation. And then apparently you need something called a passport.
I see. How did this terrible incident happen?
Well, the boat got a little overpopulated, and it tipped and capsized.
That's how it works. So, are you going to try a stunt like this again?
Well, if we get a bigger boat.
Yeah, that'll do, I guess, but tell me, how does it feel to be one of the 14 survivors from this tragedy?
Well, I feel that...
Well, back to you in the studio.
Thanks, Luke. We'll now be taking a short commercial break.
When we return, we'll take you on another trip with L.S.D. News.
Oh, hey there. How's you doing? I'm the YouTube sensation Domingo Ayala, and I'm the owner, founder, chairman, CEO, and runner of the Domingo Baseball Academy. So, you tired of being semi-pro? Well, I have the answer for you. Come to my academy. I offer 30-minute sessions for a discounted rate of only $300. And if I like you, I might throw in a few extra at 5-7 minutes. So, if you want to join, which you do, just email me at domingobaseball.gmail.com or check out my website at www.domingobaseball.com. You won't forget it.
Adios! Fastball inside. I hit a ball. Soy el mejor. Cambio. Diablo, Diablo. How voy?
Welcome back.
Moving on. Along with the Independence Day celebrations, the Carnival has been in full swing. As you may know, Carnival is celebrated every Sunday of February in the Dominican Republic, and it reaches its climax on the last Sunday before Independence Day, which was yesterday. Carnival is a pre-Lenten tradition where the citizens enjoy the fun and excitement before the more solemn season of Lent. We have a short video showing a part of the parade celebration that took place yesterday.
Carnival has been celebrated in Santo Domingo since the mid-1500s. It is thought that the Dominican Republic was the first place in the Americas to observe the pre-Lenten carnival custom. The celebrations became an escape of the pressures of the religious traditions. When the Dominican Republic won their independence in 1844, the celebration evolved to include the Independence Day festivities as well, finally becoming what it is today. Combining both celebrations make the entire month of February an enjoyment.
The Carnival celebrations will be dying down now that Lent is in full swing. Our next story, many people are still at work on the highways.
The National Asphalt Plan is a project designed to improve the infrastructure and transportation methods of the Dominican Republic. The project was launched this past November. The country has invested $20.6 million into the project, and they will continue until the highways are completed. New projects that are expected to be launched soon include a $100 million highway from Constanza to Jarabacoa, as well as a new mountain highway project. Another drug scandal in the making.
Yeah, local officers have seized what's estimated $3 million worth of counterfeit currency. The money was assumed to be used for future drug trades about the country. We'll move now back to Luke Warmwater, who is there with a local officer.
Hello, I'm here with Officer Vasquez. He's here to tell us what happened with this $3 million counterfeit money that he found. Tell me, officer, what happened?
Well, it's not like any other night. I was driving around my squad car. Didn't think much about the night, and then we got a call. So I went over and checked it out. Didn't think much, followed protocol, and ran into a large sum of money.
Interesting. How did they produce all this money?
Well, we suspect drug lords, and there's some drug trafficking involved with this incident.
Interesting. Any suspects?
There's no one at the scene, but new efforts are being made to find out more.
Very good. The world wants to know, where is your favorite restaurant to eat?
Probably...
That's all the time we have. Back to you in the studio.
Thanks again, Luke. We really appreciate it. Man, you know, I really feel bad for that officer.
Yeah.
These things seem to happen all the time.
Yeah. Well, it's Monday again, folks, and you know what that means. The city of Dajabon, right on the border with Haiti, has opened its gates to allow Haitians to enter the city without any form of passport, just to buy and trade at the local markets. The occurrence is allowed every Monday and Friday of the week and promotes positive relations with our fellow Hispanioans. You know, it's actions like these that keep us two nations in such good friendship.
Yeah, you know, I knew a Haitian fellow once. Good guy.
Okay, I believe that we have a video showing these two separate cultures interacting at the market. Let's take a look at that.
Ah, big gulps, huh?
Nice.
Well, see you later.
Such friendly cultures share this island of Hispaniola.
We'll take you now to our world-renowned meteorologist, Fahrenheit, who just got back from his 3-month research trip to Minnesota. Farron?
Good evening, everyone, and once again, happy Independence Day. It's been a typical day here in the Dominican Republic. Temperatures hung around that year-round average of about 80 degrees. We saw a high of about 86 right around that noon hour, and tonight we expect it to drop to that 67 to 70 degree area. Right now here in Santo Domingo, we are very comfortable temperatures all day, hanging around that 82 mark. The southwest region of the country saw slightly warmer temperatures, around that Barahoma region reaching about 86. The northern coast caught a bit of that wind off the Atlantic coast. The the city of Puerto Plata saw winds of about 15 miles per hour, causing a bit of a cooler feel up there. Also, there were reports of a few scattered showers in the northern region as well. The highlands of the Cordillera Central Mountain region saw a bit different temperatures, however. Due to the higher elevation, temperatures dropped down below that average. We saw as low temperatures as 35 this morning, and some say that they may have spotted a bit of frost up there. I don't know about you fellas, but that's a bit too cold for me. And now we'll take a look at our 5-day forecast. We saw very nice weather today on our country's birthday. There were a few scattered showers, but otherwise a beautiful day. Temperatures reached a high of 86 and a low of 67. Tomorrow we'll be seeing a very similar conditions, minus the few showers. A few clouds here and there, but mostly sunny. We're looking at a high of 86 again and a low of 66. As we move on into Wednesday, be aware of a few possible thunderstorms heading our way. It will be hit and miss, but you never really know for sure. High is still 87 and a low of 55. The rest of the week looks pretty much the same as you see here. Not much variation going on at all. If you're in the central mountainous region of the country, you can always expect about a 15-degree difference lower than what's predicted here on the major regions of the country. As you can see, there really isn't much difference in our weather from day to day besides some possible precipitation here and there. We are, however, in the driest months of our year in February and March. Don't be expecting much rain until we get later in the year and back into our summer season. This weather is great for those carnival celebrations, though. Thanks for tuning in for our weather. Now let's send it back to Mario and Nacho.
Thanks, Farron. It's good to see you back.
Yes, indeed. We've been missing that face every day. We're going to take another short commercial break, and when we return, sports with our own Dominic Dizzo.
The police often question him just because they find him interesting. His beard alone has experienced more than a lesser man's entire body. His blood smells like cologne. He is the most interesting man in the world.
I don't always drink soda, but when I do, I prefer those dukes. Stay thirsty, my friends.
Welcome back to Channel 47 for the L.S.D. news.
We'll now send you over to our more than interesting sportscaster, Dominic Dizzo. Take it away, Tom.
Thanks, Mario and Nacho. Now on to the sports. The Dominican Republic women's soccer team is still recovering from that brutal loss they took to the U.S. team earlier in January. This team failed to put up a single goal while giving up 14 to their opponents. That's right, they lost 14-0 in this Olympic qualifying tournament. This game showed many records, including most goals scored in a game, as well as most goals by a single player in a game. USA's Amy Rodriguez had 5 goals, tying the women's record. The USA team also set the record for fastest goal, scoring in the first 35 seconds into the match. This young and inexperienced Dominican Republic team can consider this a rebuilding year in hopes for a stronger team in the future. A local Dominican also adds his name to the record book. Local swimmer Marcos Diaz crosses the 20-mile-wide Strait of Magellan, completing this task in 1 hour, 2 minutes, and 34 seconds. The strait is located in Argentina and is known for its dangerous conditions. Defying the frigid temperatures and strong currents, Diaz becomes the first man to cross both the Bering Strait and the Magellan Strait. These 2 points mark the northernmost and southernmost inhabited locations on Earth. So you could say he swam across both ends of the Earth. Way to go, Marco. Psst. Moving on to our most beloved sport, baseball. Yay! Yay! First off, the San Francisco Giants' Fernando Villalona is denied his visa to go play baseball in the MLB. It was said that the Dominican's visa was denied due to weight and health issues, but it's probably more likely that it was denied due to the charge of murder against him. Back in September of '09, Villalona was charged with the death of a 25-year-old in a Dominican Republic bar fight. He was not jailed, however, because the victim's family pardoned him of the crime. Even though the charges were dropped, the United States is still denying him his visa. Wait, this just in. The United States has officially granted Villalona his visa, and he will be able to play this next season. Congratulations, Fernando. We'll now send it to Luke Warmwater, who's there with Fernando now.
Hello, I'm here with Fernando Villalona, a Major League Baseball player for the San Francisco Giants, who recently got his visa renewed by the U.S. government. Tell me, Fernando, how do you feel?
Well, I feel very good about all this situation, and I'm ready to play some more baseball.
Sounds pretty good. What are your plans for the next season?
Well, I plan on working with my more hitting and base running.
Oh yeah, but the real question is, did you or didn't you murder the 25-year-old woman?
No, I did not.
Okay, but the better question is, what is your favorite color?
Well, my favorite
I do not care. Back to you in the studio.
We'll be looking forward to seeing him this season. Our next story, Roberto Hernandez, more commonly known as Fausto Carmona, was placed on the MLB restricted list after being arrested in the Dominican Republic on false identity charges in January. The Cleveland Indians pitcher is actually 3 years younger than what he and his certification claimed. He is seeking forgiveness from the league in hopes to play this season. Our final and most important story, the Caribbean Baseball Series Championship. Last night, Francisco Liriano led the Dominican Republic to a 2-0 win over Mexico in this round-robin championship series. The lefty pitcher struggled with control early, but Mexico couldn't capitalize with only 4 hits in the first 5 innings. Liriano ended the game with 6 strikeouts and gave the team the 4th consecutive victory. With Mexico lost to Puerto Rico earlier today, the Dominican Republic secures the championship with several games left to play, which means the Dominican Republic is crowned as champions. Yay! Congratulations to the team on the winning of the 54th Caribbean Baseball Series Championship. Mexico will play Puerto Rico tomorrow for the second place slot. That's all we have for sports tonight, folks. Thanks for listening and stay tuned for the best in sports in the future. Back to you guys in the studio.
Thanks, Dominic. There's truly no one else quite like you.
We're going to take a quick commercial break, but you stay tuned.
From the makers of the video game sensation Elder Scrolls series comes a movie of immense proportion. It's an epic tale of adventure and courage. There's truly nothing like it. It's the ultimate battle of good
Skyrim!
versus evil.
Take it, my son.
Will the hero be avenged? Finding a theater near you comes what some are calling the movie of the millennium. You won't want to miss this one. Skyrim, the movie, coming to a theater near you.
Welcome back, everyone. Well, that's all we have for you tonight. From all of us here at L.S.D. News, we'd like to thank you for tuning in.
Stop by again tomorrow at 10, where we will continue to deliver your local Santo Domingo news. I'm Nacho Cabacho.
And I'm Mario Hilario. Good night, everyone. Good evening, everyone, and welcome. Okay, so now it'll be. I hope you enjoyed that slideshow.
Thanks, Luke. That sure is one interesting case.
Wait, I'm gonna be like.
Okay, suppose I should get on that. I'm here with Fernando Villanova.
Retry.
What am I Mario, what's your name?
Mario.
Mario. and who?
Nacho!
Okay.
This could be a while, folks.
Okay. Thanks, Mario and Nacho. How do you lose 14-0?
Again.
Okay. Thanks, Mario and Nacho. Now to sports. The Dominican Republic women's. Just start with thanks, Mario and Nacho.
Now to sports, and then start rating.
Okay. Thanks, Mario and Nacho. Now on to sports. The Dominican Republic can start over.
Okay, when you're ready, man. And be enthusiastic on the baseball line.
Baseball!
Finally, that pass.
There we
Jeez,
go. Baseball! Yay! But it's probably more likely that because Villalona his visa, and he will now be able to play this. He will be eligible to play this.
Right.
We'll now send it to lukewarm weather.
Close.
Warm water.
Warm water.
Warm water. Okay. Congratulations, Fernando. We'll now send it to lukewarm weather.
I did it again.
Dang it.
Warm water. Warm weather. It's like someone peeing the bed.
Bologna his visa, and he will be eligible to play this season. Can